Welcome back to episode 6 of Dani and Elle's Tropic Beauty Club. Come and join us as we talk all things skincare, stress, and spring. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube and podcast channels and follow us on our socials. Enjoy!
I feel like it's been ages again.
It really has. It really has. It's just been so bloody busy.
I know, carnage. And for some reason, you left it up to me to do the schedule for today.
Yeah, sorry
And
about that.
it's not my job, it's not my department. So it's going to be
Well,
like chaos today.
no, we'll be fine. We always wing it. Welcome back to all of our listeners. It's been a while, but we're buzzing to be back as always. We've got a lot of bits and bobs to show you, and I'm going to do a little show and tell. Hence, I'm got no makeup on, but we move. Dani's going to be sharing her never-ending Easter holidays, all things skincare, and how you can reduce the time it takes and still get those results. So yeah, why don't we kick off with how Dani's still surviving? How are you feeling?
Honestly, they're not back till one's next Tuesday and one's next Wednesday because mine get an astronomically large amount of time off at Easter. I hate it every year. It gives me anxiety. And I just popped out to the skate park with my littlest one before this, and the ice cream man came, and there was a few kids there, and he's like, "Why are you kids not all at school?" And I'm thinking, well, why are you here then?
Yeah.
And I
God.
said, "Oh, because he's not back till such and such," and they were like, right, I swear people are like, "Oh, you want a sickie today?" And I'm like,
How long
"No."
has it actually been then? How long do they get? Like 3 weeks or something?
He gets 4 weeks, 2 days. She gets 3 weeks, 3 days.
Wow, what the helly? I mean, you are doing well. The fact that you're
I'm
still here
just,
and breathing.
I'm just tipping over that scale of like, if I hear the word
Explode.
mum one more time.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of our listeners that can fully relate and empathise with you on that.
Just to do the school run and come back in a silent car or just like with my music on, just on my own, like, I can't wait.
I love that. I love that. I mean, I have a very different experience of Easter. It's almost my favourite because I could just eat my body weight in chocolate. Chocolate eggs, they're great, aren't they?
Yeah, and I'm not even a massive chocolate fan, but I am partial to a little bit of an egg, I must say.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with an Easter egg. Although, as you can see from my skin, I've been having a bit of sugar, so
I've
breakout
got
prone. But
a spot this morning actually.
yeah, it must be the sugar in the chocolate. So they do
It's not
say you
good.
should eat your skincare. So maybe I'll take some notes and cut all that out.
If Tropic made Easter eggs,
Literally. But no, April just kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it?
going so quickly as well.
I don't know about you. Have you felt particularly stressed the last couple of weeks? Obviously, minus the children at home constantly, but what's your stress level like?
Oh, I think I've been stressed for like the last 15 years.
I don't
I don't
know
know what it
where,
means to not be stressed, to be fair.
yeah, our systems need to just breathe and chill. Don't know. We're women that juggle a lot, and I think as women as well, there's always so much that falls on our plate, and the men just waltz on by and crack on and do their little thing, and then we've got a list as long as our arm to kind of tick off. And I can't even imagine how your Easter holidays have been at home,
Do you know
trapped
what?
with two children.
I think I said to you, did we talk about this on here before about how I was getting pain down the side of my jaw because of stress? I don't know if
I
we brought
think
that up a
maybe we
lot.
touched on it. I don't think we went into it, but no, go
We
on, tell
talk
me.
so much, I don't know whether we've talked on here or talked in real life.
So
But
true.
I was getting pain down the side of my face and up my jaw with stress. So my stress
Oh, wow.
symptoms change a lot. Like it'll either be stomach related or it'll be
Mm,
like cold sores or sighs. At the moment, it's I'm holding it all in my jaw. So I'm grinding my teeth at night. I'm waking up with a headache because I'm obviously clenching my
so
jaw
tense.
at
Yeah.
night. So a friend of mine actually did some Botox in my jaw for me, which
Mm.
has helped. But I feel like all it's done now is gone to like my neck. So even when I lay down at night, I feel like I'm holding my own head up as opposed to like relaxing into the pillow. So I'm just waking up like And
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to pass and the next symptoms come along.
Oh no, you poor thing. My friend actually has the same thing done in her jaw because she grinds her teeth a lot.
Mm.
And I don't know if that's due to stress or not, but I know that that definitely does help her. But she hasn't said about the neck, so that's really interesting. Maybe you need to go and have like a little massage or something and de-stress. Once the kids are back to school, have a TLC day and just go and calm yourself and your nervous system reset.
Sit on an island on my own somewhere for a week. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Turn my phone off. I think my phone's the problem as well because I haven't put it
DND.
down.
Yeah, well, I think the nature of kind of being an ambassador as well, a lot of our, in the way of the world, I have noticed that my screen time has been way up because if you try and get things out there, I mean, even what we're doing now, it's a screen, work, it's a screen, messaging, it's a screen, trying to promote the Tropic products, it's on the social media or it's taking FaceTime calls or it's
Yeah.
replying to messages. It's a lot. And I think that that definitely can contribute to stress because your brain just never shuts down. And that's one thing that I think I have been struggling with the last couple of weeks. And yeah, I've just been so tired, so stressed, just a constant list of like never ending to do list.
But
But
I
yeah,
think
I
that's
do.
my problem is I'm not a fan of the lists because I feel like if I write it down and
Yeah.
I don't accomplish it, that stresses me out more. So then for some reason I try and remember all the things I've got to do in my mind. And I'll even go to bed thinking, right, tomorrow I've got to do such and such. If I wrote that down, I probably would have a better night's sleep. But physically,
Mm.
just to write it down, I'm like, it's just another endless notepad book of stuff for me to not look back at. And then I worry about, I think it's my ADHD as well. I think I worry about things like that. I think, no, just try and remember it all. And it just does not help.
Yeah, I wonder how many of our listeners can relate actually, because a lot of people that I know are like, I've got an endless list. So when we put a post up, guys, let us know your tips to having a clear mind before bed and any de-stressing tips that you can pass on to us if you're kind of someone that has to use a lot of technology or screen time, because we need your help now. We can talk about the skin, we can help your skin, but we need
Yeah.
help in other areas. But talking of stress and skin, I sometimes get flare ups in my skin. Stress can show up in all different ways with your hormones, so breakouts, redness. And actually, on that note, I want to do a little show and tell of this
Yes.
little beauty.
My new fave.
Yes, so for anyone who's listening and not watching, I am about to do a show and tell of the Calm and Correct 4-in-1 treatment that Tropic have just released. It's £32, but honestly, it is a whole kind of bubble of skincare all in one. So, Dani, I don't know if you want to kind of start explaining how magic this cream is, and I'm
Yeah.
going to start popping it on my face because I just think I
You're
love it.
actually such a better example to be putting this on right now than me. Like I am wearing it now. I've been wearing it every day since I got it. I
Have you?
absolutely love it. But you do actually have slightly flushed cheeks, don't you? So you're
I
probably
do.
such a good example. I mean, maybe put half on first, and then whoever's watching can see the difference
Yeah,
before you put the other half on. But you are a really good example actually to be putting that on. So Calm and Correct instantly reduces redness. It works while it's on your skin as well. So it's skincare slash makeup basically. It's SPF 50 in there as well. So it's the perfect cream to protect you all day long. It helps to calm inflammation and supports the skin's barrier. As you can see, it is green because green neutralizes red, but it's not like your typical green concealer that you've probably tried before, which a lot of them can be really heavy. Oh, I don't know if you've ever tried any before. I tried one once years ago that was like for
mm.
under the eyes, and it was really heavy. Like you had to really warm the product up to spread it, whereas this you don't.
Yeah, it's very
It blends.
silky.
It is. It's really light as well, and it blends naturally, and it feels like nothing's on your face. Like you can't feel it, can you? Once it's on,
No,
it
it's
just feels like
super
you're applying
lightweight.
skincare.
Yeah, 100%. It's almost got a very similar consistency to the Skin Relief moisturizer because it's got that silky, lightweight kind of texture that just spreads
Yeah.
on your face. I'll do a bit on my lip as well because they're red.
And obviously, redness can be caused by like over cleansing, over exfoliating, and using like harsh products. But it also can be if you suffer with rosacea, sensitive, reactive skin, and flushing. A lot of people get flushing, so you might not have redness all day long constantly, but a lot of people do suffer with flushing. So when they're hot, the exercise, embarrassed, anything like that can bring up the red skin. So obviously if you're wearing this, it's going to control that, and you're not going to see it throughout the day while you're wearing it.
Yeah, and to be honest, redness and an uneven kind of complexion and skin tone have always been a massive insecurity of mine. Where I'm quite,
Okay.
yeah, pale, you can obviously see the redness on this cheek here. Sorry, just to sidestep a little. And
Mm.
then you can see, I've probably put actually a bit too much on. I mean, because you really don't need a lot, but you can see that actually the redness on this side has really
Yeah.
gone. And when I sit back, this side of my face now looks primed, concealed, and more even, ready for more makeup application. But yeah, it's always been a insecurity of mine because I've got freckles and pale skin, and in the summer I really don't like to wear a lot of makeup because I have generally got kind of, I would say I'm lucky with nice skin, so I don't ever really want to cake it when I don't need to. But in the summer I'm always so conscious, and my friends, they've got these gorgeous olive complexions, they're not red, and they can literally just pop on a little bit of like bronzer or whatever on their face and they're good to go. But I always used to struggle and think, well, I can't go into the office or out the house looking like that. I'm look like a beetroot.
Mm.
So this for me is like one of those one step wonders where it saves me time in the morning because I'm not having to apply concealer, because I feel like it gives me that like enough coverage for a natural
Yeah,
look.
it really does. That surprised me when I first used it, actually. I sort of did it under my, whereas I normally leave that gap to do my concealer, but I was
Mm.
just doing it for a video to show it all over. And I was like, I don't need concealer.
Yeah,
It really does blend your skin tone, even if you're not that red. Like, I'm not really that red at all, but it
no,
blends my skin tone all together and just gives me a nice base. And that's another thing to add as well, that you can use it as a primer if you do suffer really, really red skin, and then go
yeah.
on top of it with your usual makeup, or you can just wear it on its own, which I think is great. Because, like you say, in the summer, you wear less makeup. In the winter, you might want to put something over the top, but you don't ultimately need to.
No, and also, I don't know if you've mentioned, sorry, I kind of zoned out while I was putting this on, but
It's
obviously it's
fun.
got your SPF in there as well, which I always love a product that's got your sun care in there. Obviously, you do need to reapply extra sun care throughout the day. That's not going to cover you for the whole day if you're out literally in the UV rays, but just to know that that very first layer on your skin is like giving you that protection. For
And
me,
actually,
it's
it's
great.
going to last you quite a long time during the day because it's water
Mm,
resistant as well. So even if you're sweating, you haven't got that worry of it just running off your face, which is
no,
amazing that it is water resistant, but yet it feels so light.
exactly. And you can see on my skin, like I've still got that kind of
Glow. Look at you
glow.
glow.
And also, I don't have like any, sometimes you get that real kind of a distinction between your neck color and your face color, or like the
Yeah.
orangey, or, it kind of clumps. Like literally, it's just seamless. Like that, I don't need to
Yeah.
do anything. So no, I absolutely love that product, and I have already seen. I know I was a little bit flushed. I think maybe because it's a bit hot as well in this room, but in the redness in my skin, as you said,
Mm.
like it works even when you're not wearing it.
Yeah.
Which is just so clever that it's got those ingredients to seep down into your skin and really fix that barrier
Yeah.
that could potentially be broken, hence the redness.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm actually, while we're at it, Tropic have also released a couple of new products as well. On top of that, being our butter tints. So Danny's got one on now, and I'm actually going to use one. One of the new ones is called Joy. Now they're for your cheek and your lip. They're really gorgeous, and you can just use them, like I say, as a little tint. I'm gonna put some on my lips so that they're already done, and then I'm just going to blend out, and Danny's doing the same. Just going to blend out that butter tint on my cheeks on top of the 4-in-1, just to give the base a bit more elevation. So
Oh,
I just feel like already that's really taken it to the next step. And that colour is absolutely amazing. What a perfect summer colour. It's got like almost a corally, it looks quite red, but it's, as you can see, it's got like a pinky corally
I'll tell you
undertone
what,
to it, and it's my
that one
favourite
looks
one.
so much nicer on you than it does me. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I think
think
this
also,
one's my favourite. This is the Muse.
yeah, lovely.
And it's more, so we have already got a pink, but the pink
More
we've got is
pinky.
quite warm. This is quite a cool tone of pink. And I
Mm,
think actually I probably need to get that analysed, actually, what colours are best for me. Because the funny thing is I love the cheeky peach powder blusher, but I didn't
yeah.
find that I loved the Joy on me, which is also coral. But I do really like this one on me. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I like the pink. Maybe it doesn't suit me. I don't know, but I like
Yeah, but
that
I
one.
think you've got a darker kind of hair. You've got darker skin in terms of like, I know we're
Oh,
both
I haven't got
pale.
darker skin now.
No, but
No,
you're
I don't have darker skin.
no, but in terms of you always, you've got your sun drops on or your, the
Yeah,
fake tan. So often your face isn't going to be like pale, where I tend to kind of keep it pretty fresh. So yeah, and
because
with
you
my
have lighter
blonde hair,
hair.
I
Yeah,
think it kind of
yeah.
complements it a bit more. But I also, so those butter tints also come in a couple of other shades. Now, I have two more here. Don't know if you can see that. So this one is natural. I'm going to pop that on my hand just so you can see. And then I'll also pop on the other colour next to it, which is Loved. This is a bit more of a darker kind of red, I would say. But they're just so gorgeous and they just sheen so well. So you can see in that light how sheen they are. So this is the natural and that is the Loved.
Natural's honestly my favourite. When that came
Yeah, I
out,
saw you
that was
put.
my daily. I did loads of videos with that.
So yeah, butter tints. They come in 5 shades, and
And
they are £28.
these two is the
Gorgeous.
Muse here, and that one's Confidence. That's more of a deeper sort of burnt orange red kind of a
Mm,
look, which I
lovely.
actually didn't think I would like, but I did use it the other day and I actually really liked it.
Yeah, no, it looks gorgeous. I mean, all of the colours are absolutely stunning, but as me and Dani said, obviously there might be certain shades that suit you better, but they are just, yeah, absolutely divine. So the 4-in-1 is for me something that I'm just screaming from the rooftops about because it's so versatile. It's got everything you need in it. You can build it up, you can leave it as a normal base, or you can pop it on under your makeup, or just add something as simple as the cheek and lip butter tint and really just elevate it. So I'm just going to leave my face like this now for the rest of the day, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Looks lovely.
Thanks. So there's been lots of newness, lots of exciting launches that are still to come, and we will continue to do these show and tells because they're actually quite popular and they've been demanded. So we are listening to the listeners.
Well, this isn't really a
And here
show
you
and tell
are.
because I don't have it with me. But if anyone's seen that we do a makeup setting spray, which is
Mm.
fantastic, it lasts for 16 hours. I actually did a video on it last summer. I used it in the morning, and then I took the kids to the zoo for the day, and it was the hottest day of the year, and my makeup stayed on, and I applied the setting spray earlier before I went out to the windy skate park in England, and my makeup stayed, so I was well chuffed with that. So we'll have to show that another day because that now comes in a 30 ml travel size, so good for your makeup
Oh,
bag.
exciting. Yeah, that is. And when you go on holiday or you just, you want like to take it away with you,
Yeah,
a lot of people have been asking me actually about mini products because they're kind of starting to book their holidays and want to get all of their skincare in tow.
yeah.
And one of the last show and tells, this isn't a new product, but I'm just in love with the new look of the product, is our hydrogel packaging.
Don't they
Now,
look lush?
honestly, the marketing behind this packaging, I can only say it's because your skin genuinely does look as gorgeous and radiant as this packaging after you've used it.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? It's honestly, they used to look like this in the white. I don't know if you can see that, it's gone a bit blurry, which they're perfectly fine. but
They
we've gone
stand out
large.
now, don't they?
We've gone premium. Slight price increase. So the pack of 5 hydrogel under eye masks are now £18, and the face mask is, I think, £10 for one and £20, no, £22 for three. So yeah, but they're also amazing. Again, another really good holiday take, or just at home evening or under eye. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the under eye ones are brilliant to apply sort of like an hour before you do your makeup. If you're doing like out makeup and you want it just your makeup to just sit seamlessly under your eye, they're just perfect.
Yeah, they are gorgeous. Absolutely. So we're talking about skincare routines, and we're talking about what can save us time. And as Dani said, her Easter holidays have been chaotic. She is the skincare queen. But what I really want to know is, have you stuck to your skincare throughout all this time, or have you just been too manic?
Always.
Good girl.
Always. It's like brushing your teeth, yeah? You can't go to bed or get up in the morning without brushing your teeth. If you do, we're not friends
No,
because you
I
need to
agree.
brush your teeth. But I just can't miss it. I'm sorry. You know, when people say, oh, I haven't got the time for all that, like it takes minutes if you need it to. If you want to take longer and take more care over it, then you can. But ultimately, it takes minutes to just cleanse, tone, and moisturize, even if you've got time for nothing else. And I don't know if you saw, but I'm doing a bit of an accountability with myself using
Mm,
Glowberry on my page. I'm not posting every single day about it, but I am doing it every day and just posting every couple of days that I'm still doing it just to hold myself accountable, because Glowberry is a fantastic serum, without sidetracking too much, for hyperpigmentation. And I have got
mm,
some on my cheek and I really want to just target it and get it gone. So I've been doing that on my page, and that has to stay in the fridge because it's got such high
yes.
levels of vitamin C in there that it to keep it potent, it needs to be in the fridge because there's no preservatives in there. So it really does require, you know, like a strict regime. So when the kids were at school, it was like I'd get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, do my morning mist, and then when I go downstairs to make a cup of tea, I get it out the fridge, I put it on, and then I go back upstairs and get the kids up. Well, obviously, because they've been off, that has been testing. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a few mornings where I've gone down for my tea before doing anything else, and I've brought it upstairs, and then in the evening gone, I didn't put that back in the fridge.
Oh no.
But I've done it. I've done it every day, and I'm still doing it. So
Good for you. And listen, these things happen, and the fact that you're trying to stay consistent is the most important thing. And if there's any listeners that also kind of struggle to do the full skincare routine, whether it be just on your really busy weeks, whether it be because you've had Easter holidays, like Dani said, don't panic, because just your cleanser, toner, moisturizer, as long as you've got those three basics, which would probably take a combined, I don't know, 60 seconds to do in the morning, then you're good to go. So
but
yeah,
do you
don't
find
stress
that your
about it.
routine is different when you're in London and when you're working from home? Like, do you take more time or is it just the same?
I would say in the mornings it's exactly the same, bar my makeup. So now I have been using my Calm and Correct as the base, and then just literally adding a couple of bits. It's taken me about 4 to 5 minutes from beginning to end, which has been amazing because we all know how I like a little laying in the morning. But when I get
Love
home from
that.
the just because I've been in an air conned kind of environment all day, I've been on trains, there's been like a lot of pollution. I do tend to have or take longer on my evening routine because I just feel like my skin needs it.
Yeah.
It's often a little bit drier. Again, like I say, mainly because of the aircon environment, that tends to dry out my skin quite a lot. So yeah, when I get home, I like to do a little bit more in depth. Sometimes I put on a face mask, and also that aside, it's just nice to kind of de-stress and settle down after a long full-on day. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only thing that really differs. But I have my absolute staples, which I love, and I don't really shy away from them. But yeah, that's me. How about you? Is yours literally the same every day, or do you have moments where?
It's really hard, isn't it? Because when someone goes like, "What do you use?" I'm like, honestly, I have everything. So it depends how I'm feeling that day. Like, you know, some days I wake up with spots, so then I use, you know, the spot prone stuff. And some days I go, I'm going to get my radiance cleanser out, and some days I get my renewing cleanser out, and it
Yeah,
just depends how I feel. I'm quite lucky. My skin's quite consistent. It can take pretty much whatever I throw at it. But I mean, one thing I do struggle with, and I'm not gonna lie, I hold my hands up. I am not very good at remembering to exfoliate.
Oh my God, girl.
I know. It used
See,
to always be a thing for me, always Wednesdays, always Sundays. And I don't really
oh,
know what
very strict
happened.
routine.
So like every now and again I go, I didn't do face smooth in the shower. Okay, and then I put fruit smooth on. So
Yeah.
then that then stops me from doing like my youth potion and my usual evening routine. So mine's just switched up all the time. It's like whatever I fancy, really.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of either being an ambassador and having access to, the products and you're in your starter kit, you get all of the ranges. Or if you're someone who has kind of delved into the enhanced collection where you get quite a variety of products, I think it is nice to be able to chop and change because, as we've mentioned a million times before, skin changes with the seasons, with stress, with diet.
Yeah.
Diet is actually something that we're going to touch on in another episode about kind of eating your skincare and like what that can do to help your skin, or like what I mentioned earlier, how it can hinder your skin, i.e., if you eat your body weight in chocolate, then you can't expect to have, beautiful skin with no blemishes or spots.
Do you know what I did do this morning?
Go on, hit me.
I
Did
dermaplaned this
you?
morning. Yeah, I always do my own. And I thought, oh my God, it's been ages since I've done it. And I
Wow,
swear, I mean,
silky.
I'm wearing Calm and Correct today and a little bit of highlighter, but yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I remember to
but
do this
probably
morning.
actually a good one that you're putting calm and correct on that because
Oh yeah, I
naturally
followed it
when
with
you're
Skin Relief. Every time I follow with Skin Relief, and that is
yeah.
all I put on after it.
Yeah, because I guess when you do kind of remove those, I guess it's hair and dead skin, isn't it?
Yeah.
From your face, you need to make sure that that barrier is restored. So if there's any dermaplaners out there that are either do it for a living or do it yourself, like Dani, then just always remember to put something on your skin to help kind of protect and repair the barrier because naturally you are kind of disrupting it. If you're putting things on there that are going to help with the inflammation and to calm it down, then hopefully you shouldn't have or run into
Yeah,
many
I mean, normally
problemos.
I do it in the evening, but I did it this morning because I had time.
Yeah,
And I just followed it with morning mist, spritzed that on, Skin Relief, and then about an hour or so later, I put Calm and Correct on, and I've not flared up or anything. So,
yeah, no, your skin looks great. It looks gorgeous. My friend does her own dermaplaning, but I mean, would I do it? Probably, but I'm too scared to do it because I feel like I'll slit my face off or something
would you
and
know,
end up with a big gash.
once I did get a new
Blade.
blade, whatever they are. Obviously, they're
Yeah.
not a blade; they're like crinkled, but that someone had recommended me, and I just literally bought some. I think from I don't know Boots or something like that, and they were absolutely fine. Like worked a treat. And you got 3 in the pack, done. But I'd bought this one that someone recommended. It was quite an expensive one, and oh my
Mm,
God, my whole face just flared up red, like
really?
totally reacted to it, and I don't know what it was, but I was like, nah, I'm not using that again.
Yeah, actually, you saying that has just made me remember. I went somewhere before to have dermaplaning when it first kind of become a thing. I mean, I'm talking years ago, maybe like,
Mm.
God, 8 years ago, something 7, 8 years ago. And I had the most horrific experience after, I think because my skin's sensitive anyway. And I'm not sure, because I think are you supposed to use like some sort of oil or something on your face or
Do you know what? I can't
something
work it
with it?
out because I've been to a few different people for it, and some of them start it right away on dry skin, and
Mm,
some of them cleanse and then do it. Some of them do an oil and then do it. So, but I actually just do it dry because I don't do too much of a force with it. I just sort of lightly over my
yeah,
skin. So
brush it over.
I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but however I do it, it works for me.
Well, whatever she done to me, my face afterwards, I had like there wasn't scabs, but when you have like dry kind of patches all over my face. It
Yeah.
was so sore,
Oh.
and she put like a sheet mask on over, I guess, to restore moisture or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I think I just had a really poor experience, and then after that, I was like, hell no, this is
Yeah.
not for me. I would rather have a fluffy face than go through that again because it took
Yeah.
ages to repair it, and when people go for these treatments and either they're not listening, I mean, I don't believe she gave me any aftercare instructions, but if you're not doing your aftercare and you're just leaving your skin and you, like I say, you're not putting back into it, realistically, it's not actually helping it. It's going to hurt
No.
it in the long run. So it's
Yeah.
really important, anyone who is going for any treatments, whether it be dermaplaning, microneedling, whatever the current trend is at the minute, just make sure that number one, you are getting your aftercare from your therapist. And if you don't, then make sure you ask or do your own research, because there have been some horror stories. And yeah, I'm just too much of a melt to actually do it myself.
I love that.
Honestly, these things just petrify me. I'm like, nope, not for me. I'm fine over here in my corner.
See, I'm like, I'll try it. I'll try anything once.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. That's just not
But
me.
then you say that, like, there's a funny story years and years ago when, like, maybe 10 years ago, actually, because I remember people saying to me, "You're too young." And I tried Botox, and I used to go to like a Botox party. So, like,
Oh,
everyone went
yeah.
round to someone's house, and then the guy came round and he did the Botox. I must have done that, I don't know, 5 or 6 times every, I don't know, 4 or 6 months. I've never done it often. Um, and it wasn't until a couple of years later that someone said to me, what? And I was like, yeah, like it was like 7 o'clock in the evening, we'd go and do that, have a glass of Prosecco, and then, go home, whatever. And they were like, one, you shouldn't drink when you have Botox.
No.
And two, you shouldn't lay down and go to sleep. I was like, no one told me it. Like, literally no one.
The guy was probably just buzzing that he had a room full
Oh,
of
he's
lovely
like,
women.
gosh,
Yeah.
350 quid,
Inject
see
in
you
your face.
later.
Love it. And then basically didn't tell you any aftercare, so that it
No,
didn't work. And then you had to
nothing.
go back to him a few weeks.
I mean, luckily I didn't get
Good
like
business
horns
plan.
on my head or something, because bloody hell. I mean,
Oh
talk about young
dear.
and naive, whereas now I like research everything.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm ever since becoming an ambassador, I think I mentioned before, the first thing I do is just look at people's skin now, and I can't help
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
I'm just like, let me take a little look here, like what might you need, or what might you need to do different, or whatever. Not in a judgy way, but just because I just love, I don't know, I've just loved skin.
Oh yeah,
Like a weirdo, I just love skin.
the amount of people that I meet and I look at their face and I'm like, you don't use Tropic, do you? How can I bring this into conversation?
Yeah, literally. I've actually got a bit of an announcement to make
Yes, you
today,
do.
because I'm taking the leap. I'm absolutely petrified. But as of summer this year, I've decided to open a space where I'm going to be providing Tropic facials. So all my treatments are going to be powered by Tropic products, because I just wanted somewhere to be like a bit of a sanctuary, a bit of a haven for your mind, body, and soul, like all of that stuff. But who doesn't love going somewhere and feeling totally relaxed, totally pampered, but also by someone who genuinely does understand different skin types, different products, the benefits, and that's me. So I made a promise to myself in my 30s that I was going to chase my dreams, fight the fear, and just
Do
go
it
for it.
anyway.
So I had these ideas in my head, and when they was in my head, I was like, this is so exciting, let's do it, yeah. And now I'm like, I'm getting close, and I'm like, shit, I've actually now got to put this into practice.
You're going to be fine. You're going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you. I have obviously
I'm
done
going to come
my
over to Bridge and have
qualification.
one.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I've obviously done my qualification. I've done that in February. So I've got all my certificates and all of that stuff. And I'm just really working on creating a space that
Hang on,
I'm
hang
really
on.
proud of. Go on.
Who's creating a space now? Is it you or is it Ryan?
Well, to be
Are
fair,
you out there like, whoosh?
no, I mean, I have photo evidence. I'm painting the walls. I'm choosing it all. I've built the beds. I've done everything. Obviously, he has, of course, helped me. He's in the trade industry.
You should be
So
doing it all.
he's like there with his tape measure and telling me what I can have, what I can't have. The floor's all laid now. That was not Brian. We obviously got someone in to do that. But no, I've been there with my roller paint. That's what I had. That is basically how I spent my Easter bank holiday weekend,
Oh, I
was
love that.
painting. And because I mean, I can be a bit too much like this sometimes. It's probably a bit annoying, but when I do something, I want to look back and think, I done that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
proud of that. So as much as I'm so grateful, and obviously I do need help, like the more I can do myself, I'm a bit too proud like that. I'm like, no, I'll do it. I'll do it. And then I said to Ryan, no, it's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. And then I did need his help with something. And he was like, oh, sorry, are you not being your independent woman today? Like, and I was like, no, shut up. Just get in here and help me, please.
Just do it and don't comment on it.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to. And hence I've been so busy and so stressed because my God, there is so much to do. Like in my brain, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna basically, I'm converting a space at home to do this. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Lick of paint, put a bit of flooring down, put the
Job
stuff in.
done.
Oh no. I mean, you've got to think about your admin, the insurance, your branding, how, you're going to make yourself different and stand out, running your socials, drumming up the interest, paying for everything that you need and then writing a
Elle,
list of everything you need.
don't you love a new socials account?
I do. I've
We
probably got a
share
bit too
one now.
many.
I know how many you have. You've cracked that
No,
one, hon. Don't worry.
yeah, no, I do. It's going to be called, or it is called, the Tropic Shed. So if you are listening and you want to follow my journey, then as Daddy said, I have obviously set up a socials account for it, and I'll just sort of be drip feeding the process, like the setbacks, the wins on the days that I'm like, yep, that's worked. And probably asking for your opinions on a couple of things. But yeah, my brain's just like, when it's just so full of excitement, but then I'm like also just shit scared, but nothing comes through comfort, does it? So you just have to push out of it and hope for the best.
Do you know what? I'm so super proud of you because I thought about doing something like that a long time ago. I don't have the time, maybe one day, but I'm so proud of you because you really are paving the way for your future self. And I mean that as in, one day when you're not doing what you do and you
Mm,
need other options and it needs to fit around a different lifestyle, you're going to have it all sorted. So
yeah,
I think that's amazing.
thank you. And if there's anyone listening that has got that fire in their belly, and God, if you know me, you know how many ideas I've had in the past, and oh my God, I really want to do this, I really want to do that. And I kind of just got to a stage, and I think turning 30, I was like, it kind of scared me a little bit. Not that it should, I'm still young, I'm only 30, but I was like, right, I'm going to look back in however many years and I'm going to be like, well, did you actually do any of the stuff that you had all of these amazing ideas for? No, you didn't. And so for me, this is something that just really aligned. And I think sometimes things don't work out for a reason in the past, but this kind of just all slotted into place. The passion and like the love that I have for Tropic and for skin and all of that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, right, well, I want to give other people this experience. And yeah, I've always sort of been into the more, I don't know, spiritual side, I guess, with like your crystals and like all of that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. And don't get me wrong, you're not going to be walking into Aladdin's cave, but but I just wanted it to be something that doesn't exist for me in my area, and I thought, well, I'm going to create it, and it's going to be for everyone, anyone from teenagers who are struggling with their teen skin and lacking confidence, all the way up to women who are struggling with menopause and all of the stuff that happens to your skin and your brain and yourself. I want it to be a real mind, body and soul experience. And yeah, I'm really excited. So for anyone out there that's scared, don't be, and just push through. And I'm sure that if I can create in reality what's in my brain, then it's going to be amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to start giving everyone a lovely little Tropic facial. So stay tuned and keep posted on that note.
It is going to be amazing. Well done, you.
Thank you. But yeah, that's the biggest update that I've got for you guys this week, really.
My
It's been a
mind's
bit
gone
of a
blank.
whirlwind.
I don't think I have anything that exciting going on.
So if you've had a chaotic few weeks like myself and Dani, or if you've given yourself a hard time because you've fallen out of routine, Or if want to try something new, or you're really interested in the Calm and Correct treatment and what that can do for you, obviously we're always here. We're always going to chat. Send us your questions. And even if you can just take away one thing from this, do your skincare, whether it just be cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and just take time for yourself and keep it simple this week.
That taking time for yourself is so important, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And given it's, Stress Awareness Month, which they've actually dedicated a whole month to it. I mean, and how funny that we've felt so stressed in the month that's dedicated to it.
It's
But
been going on for years. We've got a whole month to celebrate it.
woo! What do you if you're stressed, what would you say helps you, or does nothing help you, or do you just sort of power through the stress and hope it passes? Like, how do you cope with stress?
Listen, I survive, I don't thrive.
Okay. Well, I'm
But
sure
what I
there's
will
many people
say,
that, yeah.
what I will say is my stress often goes hand in hand with anxiety. So a lot of the time I can't differentiate between the two. I really like the trip drinks in the
Oh,
cans with the
never
CBD in
tried
them.
that.
Really, really like those for my anxiety. Like when I feel it coming on, I go and get one out the fridge. I swear, whether it's the placebo effect or not,
Mm.
it really helps me. And when my friend first got me onto them, I was like, how many is too many in a day before I've actually got a problem? She was like, how many have you had? I was like,
Addicted to trip.
4.
Oh,
But I do really love those. They really do sort me out. I only have one,
yeah.
but they do really sort me out. And also exercise. So
Mm.
yesterday I can't tell you how antsy I was
Was you
yesterday.
boot camping?
And I hope my husband knows that I'm not recording this on the day I'm recording it, because yes, yesterday I was antsy. Oh my God, was I? And anyway, I went to boot camp last night. Felt so much better after.
Yeah, the exercise really does like release all them
Really,
endorphins,
really
doesn't it?
helped. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a little bit on the moody side as well this last week.
I mean, I'm only 37, but I'm actually wondering if I'm perimenopausal, because people keep saying it to me and I keep
Oh,
seeing the reels on Instagram and I'm like, I have all the symptoms. Is that me? Can I blame it on that yet?
maybe. I mean, yeah, but like I said at the beginning, we're women. We have an endless list. We're always stressed. We do struggle with hormones, and being stressed is fine. But as long as you've got the tools, like you've got your drinks or your boot camp or your exercise that helps you. I'm not someone that would like jump towards exercise. I was just not in my DNA. So I'm much more of a kind of relax, take time out, compress, do something or watch something that I enjoy and just take that time out. Because, yeah, I think if you power on too much with stress, it builds up and then, the worst can happen, or you do just feel so much worse for it. So
Do you
if
get
you,
overstimulated as well? Because I feel like
oh,
there's a fine line between
so
that. And I really think I get overstimulated every single day. And I don't really know how
yeah.
to put a lid on that.
Yeah, I think I do. I have so much going on in my brain, or if, I've been around a lot of people, even, I know this sounds really unsociable because I love my friends and my family, and I actually love to host. When I've had enough, like, I've had enough, you need to leave, you need
No.
to go home, goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done. See you later.
Do you
I'm
know
closing the
what?
party down.
I know we said we
But,
weren't going to swear on this, right? So
no,
if you don't like swearing, stop listening now. But there's this lady that I follow on Instagram, and I've got to get some stuff because everything I see I just love. But one of them, she makes them herself. They're these canvases, and it says, "Welcome, please make yourself feel at home, but please fuck off by 9 p.m." I'm like,
I've
that's
seen that.
me. I need that.
I really wanted to get one of those for my house, but I think my mum and my auntie said, Ellie, you can't put that up. That's so rude. I was like, but
There's
that's
another
me.
one. There's another one that says, "Live, laugh, love. Don't be a see you next
Yeah,
Tuesday." And I'm like, I want that too. But if my nan came round and saw that,
same. I think my granddad would probably have his 10th heart attack if he looked at that word. It would send him over the edge. You've got to be true to yourself, and you have to, if something's too much, just say it's too much. And those who care about you won't care, like, because they'll just be like, that's fine.
well,
And
you
those
know,
that are
Elle, because a
bothered
lot of
by
the
it,
time
then
I'm
we know
like,
what they can do.
You know, a lot of the time I'm like, sorry, I haven't texted you back.
Mm,
That's because I literally get overstimulated by my phone. Like I'm like, I can't look at it anymore. I have to put it down and be like, I prioritize what needs to be replied to and what doesn't.
yeah, no, 100%. And you have got to have those. I hate this word; it's so cliche, but boundaries. Um, oh, honestly, that's all you hear: boundaries, boundaries,
Yeah.
boundaries. I'm
I'm
like,
not sure what my boundaries even are.
no. At this stage, the boundaries have well and truly been pushed. the the county line is no longer.
Yeah, I don't know which one my jurisdiction is, but
Literally. Obviously, as you can tell, we have been like a tornado. But we will be back in a couple of weeks and we are still working on our guest list and we might just surprise you in a couple of weeks with some guests. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, remember to send us messages on our socials, interact with any polls that we do, and our motivational or our inspirational quote is
I was going
just,
to say, where we forgot about that, or I forgot about that.
well, yeah, but this is what I mean. Life just takes over. But I think what we've emphasised is sweat the small stuff, keep it simple, and be true to yourself. And that's
And live, laugh, love, and don't be a
mic drop. Oh dear.
I need it. Love you.
Can F off. Love ya.
Thanks for listening. You can keep up to date with us on Instagram at the Tropic Beauty Club. Don't forget to send us all your questions, and we'll catch you next time for Dani and Ellie's Tropic Beauty Club.